Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Pipedrive overview. This is Thomas Beerman, IT and marketing consultant for the real estate wholesale and investing industry. I've been doing this for about 20 years. I've been an IT consultant, and I have a lot of experience in the investing and wholesaling businesses. I don't know if you haven't seen part 1, go back and watch part 1 in my YouTube channel, and you can see I just did the overview of the acquisitions pipeline in the Pipedrive app. So now I'm going to give you an overview of our second pipeline that we have set up in Pipedrive here, which is our sales pipeline. So we've got 3 pipelines: acquisitions, sales, and funding. So I just went over the acquisitions. We went all the way from the start of a new lead till we got the property under contract. So like I showed you, the idea is to get these properties moved over to the right and get them under contract. So now we have these properties under contract. I just received the contract back on this one through DocuSign. So we are now going to prep it for marketing, which means we're going to get all the KSPs, or key selling points, of this property, and we're going to put it in here. Because we're now going to market this property to our cash buyers, end buyers, investors. So we have our A to B contract here. I've uploaded the contract in here. We can view the contract in here. View all the history of the file again. Now I want to move this to our funding pipeline. All I do is drag it into other pipeline, and I'm going to put it in our sales pipeline. And let's go to the sales pipeline. So the sales pipeline, as you can see, I have the property under contract. The first thing I'm going to do is call all my VIP buyers and tell them about it. I'm also going to probably email my buyers. I can take notes on which buyers I presented this to. Presented property to Jim. You know, his feedback on it, whatever. Scheduled a showing. So again, more notes here. But this is the phase it's at right now. I want to keep it in here until I've called all my VIP buyers. I've got notes, I've got showings. And I just stay on top of it here and try and sell it. The idea here is to, again, get this over here, move it over. So if it doesn't sell here in this phase, you know, I might need to get a reduction on it. So I'm going to move it to here. And again, if we get very busy here, I'll have a lot of different properties in here that I'm selling. I can call, when I do call my buyers, I can tell them about multiple properties. If I need any info on the property, I want to give them instructions to see it. It's on lockbox. Pictures, I can send them here. I can email it. So everything here. If I was getting feedback from the buyers, if we're getting low offers, I can log the offers here. Received offer, you know, of 150. So if I've spent some time here trying to sell it, and I realize I'm going to need a reduction from the seller, I put it in here. So I know any properties in here, I need to call the seller and get a reduction. Once I get that reduction, I'm going to then move it here and remarket it to the buyers. If none of my VIP buyers want it, I'm going to, you know, eventually put it into my MailChimp campaign, my email blast to our larger list of buyers, and put it out there on the internet, put it in our social media pages and groups. And the idea is to get it, obviously get a B2C offer pending. Hopefully this doesn't happen, but if I don't get an offer pending, I need to cancel the deal before the inspection period runs out. I'm going to put it here. So again, I can see all the properties we have under contract, and you can redo these according to your business. These are very simple to change these titles here of the different stages. So let's say I get this property and I do get an offer on it. We get a contract, we get escrow. Beautiful. Now, B2C offer pending. Okay, so receive the contract. Again, I can upload the B2C contract in here. There's my contract. Upload that in here. And next thing I'm going to do is, this is now going to go to the funding pipeline, because it's going to need to be sent over to the title company now with all the documents. So I'm going to move that to other pipeline. I'm going to put it in my funding pipeline when the escrow is received. And now I'm going to go to my funding pipeline. So in the funding pipeline, we have escrow received. Next thing to do here is to order the title and lien search with the title company. I may have several here I have to order or pay for. Then if there's any issues with that, once I get the title and lien search back, again, I can attach that to the file, upload any info. If I need to contact the seller again and get an estoppel letter, get any other information, get more seller information, mortgage payoffs, etc., I can add that all to the file. I can add notes of every call, send emails to the title company, put the title company contact info here, everything related to this deal. The buyer info, and if there's any issues with the lien, as many times you'll come across, there's a violation, something needs to be dealt with, it's going to sit here. If it's a joint venture, I need an assignment of contract agreement. I'm waiting on that. It's going to stay here. If things are taking longer than expected and I need to extend the contract, I put it here. Again, I can get an extension, send the extension by email when I get it back. I can upload it in here. It's going to have every email related to this deal is going to be tracked in here. It's going to be actually listed right here under emails. Any activities, if I have to, I don't want to forget to call someone, don't want to forget to call the buyer, call the seller, call the title company. I want to put I always want to have something scheduled on a deal. Otherwise, it's not moving forward. It's not progressing to what we want it to be, is closed and waiting for funding. So sometimes we need to do an extension, or if it's not going to go through, we need to cancel it. But hopefully we get it over to schedule to close. And then we can also put our closing date in here on the file. Expected close date, July 4th. So we can also see that on the screen here. I can also put on, the estimated profit we're going to make from this deal, so that I can, which would be here, we're going to make $10,000 on this deal. So I can, 10,000. So I can see just by looking at this screen how much can be made from this column in this deal and when it's scheduled to close. So it's scheduled to close. Once it is closed, I move to here waiting for funding. Once it's funded, it's done. We then mark it as, what we do is one. So one deal, it doesn't delete it, it keeps it in our history if we ever need to look up anything. So I won this deal. And it's gone from our screen. Excellent. You. Now, once, let's say I did, someone needed some information from that file or something. I'm back to my acquisitions now again, and I'm again moving these deals across to the right, trying to get them under contract. And into the next pipelines. But as you can see, this system tracks our entire business process from left to right, from lead in, all the way through these three pipelines to funding to closed. Again, if someone calls in, let's say, who am I speaking with? Mary. Okay, Mary Smith. Is this in reference to 4447 Jackson? I can see that this one is the one that was closed already. It was a done deal, but I can still go back into it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 44th Street. So again, you got the search feature is amazing. I can search for absolutely anything, any name, any address, any phone number, and it's going to show up right here on the search box. I can immediately jump to that and have all the information at my fingertips. I think I showed you earlier, we've got the mail, you've got your email can be completely integrated in here, and any emails that is associated with the deal will also be logged under the deal. The activities screen is very powerful. I can just come in here, and this is like my day calendar. I can see what I need to do today. Every activity that I have scheduled. Okay, I need to call Mary Sellers. I want to see what it's about. I can pull up the deal. See what, okay, I need to call her about that. Okay. Back to activities. I can pull up the activity itself here. I can pull up the contact person, just see all their contact info. If they were with a company, I can click on their phone number here. You can even integrate a dialer system. I'll do that in a later video, where you can click on the phone number here and it's going to immediately call on your, if you have a headset plugged into your computer. But if I did call the person, I can just mark this as done. If there's no other activity scheduled for this deal, it's going to prompt me to schedule something else, because there should always be a next activity. If you're not following up on the next thing to be done on this deal, it's not going to progress to the right. It's not going to end up closed. This is where the system is so powerful. It makes sure that you're always following up. You always have a next activity to take care of on this deal, to get it done, to get it closed, to get it funded. And that's a basic overview of the system. I can do more in-depth videos. It has a lot more features that you can get into, but these are just the basics of how we use it. There's different views. You can just view all your deals on a list. You can view it forecasting if you put the amounts in there that you expect to make from each deal. There's all kinds of reporting, and it's the best part of just having that overview of your entire business on this one, or three main screens. You've got the acquisitions. You can see your entire acquisitions business overview on one screen. All the information on every property, what needs to be done next, who's associated with it, the last email you sent them, the last person that was spoke to. It keeps amazing history, all the documents, any photos. This has been just so powerful for our business. It really, really is a game changer. I don't know if you guys have tried Podio and these other softwares. They're just clunky, they're old. You're trying to fit your business processes into them rather than the software modeling your business process. This is so much easier. There's more we can get into as well, which would be integrations. You can integrate it with your MailChimp. So you want to send this when a new lead comes in, you can integrate it with your web form. So any website, the lead will come in here immediately. And you can also have the lead go into the email address and name, etc., go into your MailChimp campaign, for example, or Constant Contact or whatever you have. And they'll automatically go into an email list. Sequence, I mean. So there's many other types of integrations. Phone systems. This also, let me tell you, this is an app. Everything you see on my screen here that I've showed you is also available in the app. So you don't have to have all these different contacts in your cell phone. You keep everything in one place. You open the app on your cell phone or an iPad or anywhere, and you'll get all of the same information. You can then call them from the app as well, and it'll log the call. You can take notes, view the document, everything. So it's unbelievable. So I'm going to put, again, guys, a link to try this out. It's very simple to try out. If you guys need any assistance, it literally takes, all you have to do when you start it is rename these columns to what you would like to track, the different stages. Rename the stages of your business processes. It takes literally 5 minutes to do. It's literally 10 to 15 minutes complete setup, and you can use it like I just showed you. If you need any assistance with this, just feel free to contact me. But definitely try it out. Like I said, the link is going to be in the description below. And please subscribe and look out for more videos to really help you. I'm going to create more videos to help you scale and automate your business processes, take your wholesaling or real estate investing business to the next level. All the best.